In this video, we're going to look at how to optimize an image for the web. When we talk about optimizing images for the web, that means resizing them before we upload so that they're an appropriate size for use on the web. We often don't know what kind of bandwidth or speed our visitors are going to have when they're viewing our site, so we don't want to use all of their data by having them download image files that are unnecessarily large. So we need to make sure that we're sizing our images appropriately before we add them to our page. There are a few ways to do this. If you have access to software such as Photoshop or some other image editor, there are great tools in those programs to resize our images. Some of us, though, don't have access to that kind of software. Luckily, there are a few other options available. The first we're going to look at is an online tool called Pixlr. It's just a basic image editor that's available for free online for anyone to use. So I've gone to the site pixlr.com, and I'm just going to choose Pixlr Editor. And this loads a view where I can add an image from my computer. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add an image from my computer, go browse for a file, and open that. Now, I might decide that this is maybe too big to be used on my page, so I'm going to resize it. I go under the image tab here, I do image size. I can choose a more appropriate size either with the slider, or I can just type it in manually. And since I have this constrained proportions box checked, it's going to adjust the width and height so that they keep the same ratio so that my image isn't skewed. I hit OK and it's been resized. So from here I can save my image to my computer. We'll call this library.jpg. I can choose a quality that's appropriate. Typically about 80 quality is going to be good for use on the web. There are some other options available as well, but that's fine. The default setting is fine. I hit OK. I can choose where to save it on my computer. It's been saved. And from there I can upload the file to my images folder. And it's already been optimized. I don't need to worry about resizing it at all. It's just going to be ready to go. So that was the first option, is using either a photo editing software or something like Pixlr to optimize our images for the web. The second option is to use the built-in image resize capability that OUCampus has in version 10. So to do that, I can hit the upload button. Now under upload type, I'm going to choose upload and edit image, because as I upload it, I want to be able to edit it as part of that upload process. So then I hit add files. I choose whichever picture I want to add. Let's choose that one. And now it takes me to this edit screen immediately. So from here, I can do the same kind of thing. I can resize my image. And again, I have that preserve ratio option that's going to resize it appropriately for me, and I can resize it that way. Then I could finish my upload process by clicking on this upload button, and it would add it to that folder. Before I do that, though, I want to also show that I have an option to crop my image if I want to. So I'm going to undo. This is back to my original size that I uploaded. And from here I'm going to choose crop. Now I can either like drag to crop exactly the portion of the image that I want, or I can use one of these predefined settings. A 1:1 ratio, which is going to create a nice square. I can do a 4:3 ratio, a 3:4 ratio if I want a vertical, or a 16:9. So I have some built-in options that way as well. So if I wanted to do that, I would hit apply crop, and again I would continue the process by hitting upload and save my image. Then when it's finished, there's my image. It's been uploaded to my images folder. I can see from the breadcrumb that that's where it is. So those are a few different options for optimizing our image. We also can go through that same resize process on images that we've already uploaded. So for example, if I were to go to my Pages tab within Images, here I am in my Images folder, and I wanted to resize this campus01.jpg. I've already uploaded it. That's okay. I can come to Edit, Image, and it's going to take me to that, that same view that I've already seen. There we go, it's taking a minute. And from here, I can resize, crop any of those things that I want to do. And if I want, I can even do a save as to create a new version of the image that's been resized so that I don't overwrite that original version that I used. So those are a few tools for optimizing images. It's a really important step in adding images to our pages so that we're not wasting bandwidth for our visitors. So those are great tools. If you have questions, as always, feel free to contact Web Development Services and we can help.